Hello, my air signs. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Thank you so very much for all the attention you've been giving my videos. I do appreciate you so much. We're going to build this tribe, y'all. We're going to build this tribe. We're going to do it together. Okay, we're doing something a little different this week. We're looking at the Sacred Traveler. We're going to ask of this deck, what are you trying to leave behind, my friends? Then we're going to take a couple of these. This is going to be your focus for the week ahead, and this is going to be whatever's coming up in the future. If you are interested in a private read, please look below. There is a sale until the 31st of July. It's 10% off all of my services, and you can go to Wizio and book me over there. You'll get your discount on checkout. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at it. Oh, who are we reading for first? Today we will read for Gemini first, so Aquarius and Libra. If you wouldn't mind moving ahead, I'll see you in just a second. All right, Gemini, here we go. This is you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, let's find out what is coming for the week ahead. What are you trying to leave in the past? All right, that was a quick answer. It says infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Do you know what I think you're leaving in the past? I think you're leaving in the past, you're leaving doubt. I think you are negative thought patterns or self-limiting beliefs. I think you're leaving that in the past because what's showing up here is infinite abundance. It's almost like you've had some blocks removed. Like you've had some, like a mental block removed, and now you understand something or you see it from a different perspective, and then that's all you needed in order for the abundance to come pouring in for you. It's a change of mind, it feels like. The abundance is pouring into your life. There's a bunch of people here, like they could maybe be friends or family, maybe they work together, but it looks like they are in harvest season. It reminds me of the Eight of Pentacles, actually, because there's a lot of greenery, and the Eight of Pentacles is the harvest, right? The Seven of Pentacles is sowing the seeds of intention and nurturing and letting them grow. And then when we get to the Eight, we are in harvest season. So I think that there is some sort of a change of mind, I want to say, that you have had about your abundance. Maybe now you believe that there is infinite abundance, and whatever your self-limiting belief was in the past, I feel was keeping you from that. Bottom of the deck, we have take your first step, begin now. So it feels like it's a new learning, like you've newly learned this. That's what it feels like, taking your first step into your abundance here. It feels like it's something new that you've learned, or you've changed your mind. And Gemini, you're always up in your head, right? Maybe you changed your mind on something. And when something is logical and honest and makes sense to you in the numbers, you're not willing to move away from that. But I feel like you changed your mind in some way and unlocked a door to beautiful abundance. All right, let's look at what your focus should be in the week ahead, Gemini. What is your focus going to be in the week ahead? Should be, would be. Well, let's take a look at it. What is the focus in the week ahead? Your community. Possibly you're going to become very busy and very social, because bees are just that, right? There's a cup of coffee here, so maybe you end up at a coffee house. There is a bee on it, so maybe you end up, I don't know, at a bee farm buying honey. I don't know, but it feels like there's going to be some community things coming up, things to share with people. We've got card number 37, which is a 10, which breaks down to a 1. It's the beginning of something. So either maybe you've moved to a new community, or you've acquired one, or maybe it's just the same community it's ever been, but I feel like you see it differently or think about it differently. It's almost like you see the value in it and you want to connect to people in this hive, right? In this community, you're ready to be social, I think. This is something new for you in the way that you've been thinking. All right, what else should be the focus? What else will be the focus in the week ahead? Personal power. Yeah, I think that's it. The personal power is confidence. It's the realization that, that you really do have the crown, that you have done a lot of work up to here. You don't step in your personal power if you're wishy-washy making decisions. It's because you've made a lot of hard decisions that someone ends up wearing the crown. Yeah, it's like standing in your power and being very confident in how you make your decisions. It feels like you are going to meet some sort of a power crew. I want to say, like attracts like. So if you are the one who has realized their power, does fix their crown in the mirror, thank you. No one else has to. I feel like you are about to either meet a community like you, like-minded. Maybe you're all entrepreneurs. Maybe you're all circus clowns. I don't know. But you're going to have something in common with some large community that keeps you busy, that invites you places. You start to get to know people. You know what? This is 1010. That might mean something to you. You might be seeing 1010. If you see 1010, I feel like there's something coming here. Like it feels like if you see 1010, I feel like it's your nod from the universe to say, good, it's time to go. You can go if you want to. Find this new group of people, or inspire the group you're already in. But we have 3 and 7 is 1, and 2 and 8 is 1 as well. Breaks down to a 1. So you might be seeing 1111 in weird places, not just on the clock. This is for the week ahead, so you're not aware that this big abundance is coming, but I think you're about to meet a new community, or meet someone who takes you into some sort of a community where people are all like-minded like you. Your commitment is being tested. That's interesting. We'll get some clarification on that. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. It might be the commitment to the self. We'll clarify it a little more. We've got emotions. We've got the moon, and we have endings. Endings and emotions. Oh, there's an 11. Caution. The energy is gaining momentum. Your commitment's being tested. I really think that it's going to probably end up being a commitment that is testing you. I think it's your commitment to the self is what it is, because the personal power is here. I feel like the universe is saying, are you really ready to move forward? Because it feels like you had to have a change of mind to have all of this come about. So you're being tested here. It's like you're being tested. Is this really what you want? Tell me more about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Page of Cups. Judgment. Wow, look at those. Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. Stuff is about to get very interesting for you, Gemini. And it's because of a very big decision that you make next week. It's a really big decision about your personal power. I think I'm speaking to someone who is just newly fixing the crown, or realize that there's even one there. And you're about to use this personal power that you've gained in your change of mind, and you're about to make a big decision about something. When you make that big decision, I know that you know what I'm talking about right now. You know the decision, and it's the first one that comes to mind. And if you make that decision, I feel as though good things are coming. That being said, we do have the Judgment with the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me, the Wheel of Fortune is all about change. But you are going to initiate the change because of a decision that you're making. We have Virgo and Piscean energy here. I think you're making some sort of a decision, and it's going to move you forward in a fortunate way, very abundant, but lots of changes. The Wheel of Fortune is fixed energy. So I know that you're not a fixed sign, but the fixed energies can be kind of harsh. We have to move slow. We're not going forward. Don't make me do that. Like they move very slow and are very sort of standing on a point. I'm not going to tell you yes, because I think it's no. So the Wheel of Fortune, I feel, although a hard energy that is going to bring a lot of change for you, Gemini, I feel that the change that's coming, the decision that you make is what sends you into the Wheel of Fortune. Like even the fact that you decide to make this decision at all, because it feels like it's coming from a place of personal power right now. It's like you really know that it's true, or you wouldn't be bothering with Judgment. commitment is being tested. I think your commitment's being tested, your personal commitment, the one you've made to you. Still see that with the Wheel of Fortune here. Got the Star, got the Emperor, and the Queen of Cups. You may be the Emperor. Maybe you're not, but the Emperor is all four of the King's energies, and the Emperor is the one who makes all of the decisions, whether they're easy ones or super hard ones. This person is highly intelligent, ready to take action, ready to go to battle at any moment. This person's used to making hard decisions. I want to say that there's going to be a hard decision coming up for you in the week ahead. Yeah, I feel like you are the one that's taking charge. This is Aries energy, but it's also an energy of being, the leader, the one that's moving forward, the one that's going to move this whole thing forward by taking charge of the situation. Gemini, you are going to find someone in this new community that you are going to become emotionally attached to. The Page of Cups is here, and it's a little bit. It's the butterflies in the gut, right? It's not huge love, but it's the beginning of something. Something is about to pop up or transpire in this community that you open yourself up to. Now, maybe you're already in this community of people, these busy bees who like to be social, and it could be a work community, it could be a personal community, The Stars Aquarius energy, for me, it's all about hope and healing. It's highly intelligent, and I'm ready for connection, and I'm looking for someone to connect to that's going to connect back to me. I feel like you're looking for a specific, like connection, like you're going to feel it before you see it kind of connection. That's what this is. Yeah, the Star and the Page of Cups, right? I'm going to feel that connection before I see it, because, it's inspired. Yeah. You're inspired to connect to someone emotionally before you connect to them in any other way. Bottom of the deck, we have the World card, and we have the Six of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. Why is that? Because of the Ten of Wands. Gemini, you've been burdened about something. I feel like either someone pulled away from you energetically or emotionally, or you pulled away from them. But if it was you that pulled away from them, I feel you did it because it just felt too chaotic. Now, I'm not saying that this person is chaotic. What I'm saying is it felt too chaotic for you. Like maybe you're not used to having feelings or having these kinds of feelings. And it feels like the Eight of Cups is really burdensome, because I feel like you moved away or disconnected or something like that. But the World card is telling me that something came to an end, like a successful ending. I learned my lesson. I won't go back there and do that again. But it was very chaotic. So you had to move away from there. You had to learn your lessons. I feel like, yeah, the Eight of Cups is burdensome, but you had to walk away. Got King of Pentacles and the Lovers. In the future, there could be someone who is an earth sign that you connect with, Gemini. All right. Let's clarify just a little bit. We're going to talk about the Page of Cups and the Star. I feel like whatever, either the community you're in or the new community, if it's new for some of you, it is a community. I don't care how you find it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a community of like-minded people, whether they are in your backyard, they're people you grew up with, or you met them at work, whatever it is. I feel like you are about to meet someone special in that group of people. And I think that you've been telling the universe, I hope, I just want to go out there and find a connection somewhere. Someone I can connect to in swords. Aquarius, right? Maybe it's not Aquarius you're looking for, but maybe you want to connect to someone in swords. We also have Aries. We have Virgo and Pisces here. We have all the fixed signs, which are Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. We have the Queen of Cups. We haven't even talked about her yet. The Queen of Cups is here, and it feels like there is love. That the Wheel of Fortune, the decision that you make next week is bringing in love. Yeah, your commitment is being tested to yourself. It feels like there is something that you closed the door on that didn't feel good, and I feel like you're just trying to move forward here, but you're really hoping that you're going to bump into someone that you jive with, right? That you vibe with. Seven of Cups. It feels overwhelming. So it might be a new community for a lot of you because the Seven of Cups is here. It's like, I'm not really sure, but I'm kind of excited. It's the butterflies in the stomach. It's like feeling a little bit overwhelmed because I'm going to be meeting a bunch of new people, but I'm going to do this anyway. I'm hoping to find some love. Yeah, I feel like there is some sort of situation that you're going to be either invited to in a community or a party, or I don't care where this is. It's more than two people. And it feels like the judgment here is like you need to make a big decision about whether you're going or not, because I think the decision as to whether you say yes or no, depends on whether or not you meet the next love connection. You need to make a decision, a very big decision about love, and if you're going to take charge. We have Four of Swords. Why is that? The Eight of Pentacles. So it's been silent between, I think you've been healing. Yeah, that's why it's been silent. That's why you've not been dating. It's been silent as it pertains to your feelings or love. I feel like it's been silent because you've been healing from whatever. It's emotional healing. So it could be something, whatever was giving you the block that was blocking you from your infinite abundance. I think that you were healing from whatever that was, whether it's a job loss, a house loss, a person, whether it was a relationship, whatever it was. But I think that after your healing, you are going to be ready for the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to be ready to work on it. Yeah. Ready to put the hard work in. You've already put the hard work in on yourself. I feel like you're ready for the Wheel of Fortune as it comes by. It's destiny, right? The universe is like, I don't care if you're ready, let's go. It's destiny that it's supposed to work out this way. So let's just recap that there's a big decision that you are making in the week ahead. And it is going to affect whether or not you meet someone that is incredibly special. The Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's going to be it's going to be one of the biggest decisions you've ever made about love. I think you're getting the chance now because you've just stepped into your personal power. I don't think you were there before. Tell me about what the challenge is for the week ahead, please. What is the challenge in all of this? The challenge is, can you drop the burdens? So I feel like, can you drop the burdens of the things that came to kill you but only made you stronger in terms of relationship, in terms of life, in terms of, the world uses us up and throws us away. And I feel like you're carrying a lot of burdens as it pertains to emotional or love relationships. I feel like you haven't worked some of your stuff out yet. So I think that's a heavy burden for you, though. I think that's what you think. I feel like you think that you're too burdened down and you need to move away from this energy, that maybe you're not healed enough. I think that the universe thinks you are, because there's a lot of stuff that's about to change here. Love is about to change. How you look at it, how you work on it, the communication style you use. I feel like you're going to make a decision that's going to change your life, and that's coming up in the week ahead. Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles, and money's about to get great. Courage to, Yeah, it almost feels like you were holding yourself back as, you know, like the Empress is here and the Strength is here. So I need courage for the Empress. It feels like the Emperor is trying to get courage for the Empress, like to go toward the Empress here. Somebody wants to take action, right? That's the Knight, the King of Wands. Somebody wants the victory here and wants to take action. And it feels like it's because you think that they are a soulmate. Six of Cups. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Good luck on your decision making in the week ahead. Thanks so much, Gemini. I will go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Hello, Libra. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you already. All right, here we go. Thanks for waiting for me here, by the way. So I gave you the spiel at the beginning. If you're not sure what's going on, I told you at the beginning if you skipped the intro. So the first question we're going to ask here with the Sacred Traveler is, what are you trying to leave in the past? That's what we're looking at first, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thank you if you're a cross watcher and you're watching today. All right, for the week ahead, tell me about Libra. What is Libra trying to leave in the past? All right, I've got a couple. Oh, we've got too many. You know what? 3 is too many. We'll be reading here forever. Let's try this again. We won't ignore that first card said you're going to be in the flow. So you're not going to be holding back. You're going to be in the flow. What are you trying to leave in the past? It says begin now, take your first step. So what you're trying to leave in the past is procrastination, I think. Yeah, that's what it feels like. We've got traveling lately. Simplify your life. Take your first step. So this fellow is on his way. Yeah, looks like he's on his way and his friends are cheering him on, right? Saying goodbye. And this person's ready to go down a different path, like a path he's never been down before, probably. It heads to sunshine, so there is sunshine in the future here for you. But I think that taking your first step and beginning now, as we're using that as the first energies here, I think that what you're putting in the past is procrastinating stuff, that you realize that it's time, you must get it done now. Like there isn't a tomorrow and there isn't a yesterday. They're all figments of our imagination. All we're dealing with right now is what is in the now. Yeah, that's the stuff. And I think that it's time for you to begin and take your first steps down this new path. So I think you're leaving procrastination in the past. Traveling lately, simplify your life. Again, it signifies that you are traveling lightly because you're on the path. You're headed for the sun. All right. What's your focus? What should your focus be, or what will your focus be in the week ahead? What's the focus for the week ahead? Too many. What's the focus for the week ahead? All right. We've got hope. Oh, I like it. The rainbow. I think that whoever stopped procrastinating, whoever is the one who, even though it's terrifying, is deciding to take their first steps forward and begin brand new now, I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot of rainbows this summer. I feel that's I feel like it's your signal from the universe that you've passed through the hardest time. It's already behind you. Yeah, you're not going to have to go down that path again. I think that with card number 6 being here, because I read primarily tarot, that tells me 6 could be a few things. It could be some reciprocity is coming with the universe. I think that I think that's going to be your sign, is when you see rainbows, know that something great is around the corner. And not in just terms of love, but I think that just in terms of happiness and hope. Yeah. Rainbow is always about hope, right? It's a biblical thing. So card number 6, for some of you, it could be about love. 6 is the lovers. We have the knot, relationships. Could definitely be about a lover for sure. So it feels like you're not in a relationship right now, but it feels like you're really thinking heavily on it. I think that you need signs and symbols. I think you're about to get some of those. Some of those are going to be, you're going to find stray laces places. Like Maybe it pulled off someone's shoe and is laying on the street. Do you know what I mean? I feel like your sign is going to be like maybe a red lace. It could be. Somebody's got red laces. But it almost feels like what Charlie showed me in my clairvoyancy is one that had been kind of ripped, like the end had been ripped off and it was just laying on the cement. So it could be that as well. I think that you are taking your first step with hope towards some sort of a relationship. And it could be that the relationship is a family relationship. It could be with mom, brother, sister. It feels like that there has been silence among you. If this is a family thing, there's been silence in the family, or you're not speaking to someone who's in the family because they're very cautious of you for some reason. I wonder why they're cautious. So for some of you, it could be a family thing, that there is a family relationship that you have hope that is going to come back together. I feel like you've been working on yourself. So we have card number 35, which is an 8. And the 8 is about the self. And maybe you are the one who is, in knots. Maybe you just didn't know what to do in this relationship. Or maybe you're a different person because you've been working on the self. I feel like you're about to make a decision about a relationship, some of you, though. The future says a new romantic cycle begins. There it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're going to have a decision about, about some sort of romantic cycle that's coming up here. It says new moon in Libra. Isn't that interesting? There's a new moon coming, Libra. Very interesting. So, a new romantic cycle begins. I don't know if you're the one that's moving forward on the lovers or if another person is, but it feels like there's going to be some sort of a connection. I think that you're kind of holding back, that you're not really sure, but I think that if you get some sort of sign about it, that I feel like you're going to feel a little bit more confident about stepping forward as this new cycle begins. Bottom of the deck says the energy is gaining momentum. I like it. And that it is. I feel it. It feels like energy from the first steps gains momentum to the new romantic cycle begins. That's what it feels like, a momentum. All right. Let's talk about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is the tarot going to tell us? What's this hope for? The King of Swords. Tell me about relationships. Communication, Ace of Swords, honesty, triumph. I need to speak with you. We need to get some things clear. I need some clarity and honesty and truth from you. Tell me about the romantic cycle beginning. 7 of Cups. It's overwhelming. You're trying to make a decision as we go near into the future. That would be after next week. It feels like it's going to be hard for you to make some sort of a decision as it pertains to the heart space. We have the Hermit here. King of Swords could be you, right? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And it feels like you have been in hermit mode for a little bit, my friend. That maybe you have been not necessarily hiding, but I think that you've been spending time thinking, probably overthinking, but thinking nonetheless, trying to get your own clarity about what you want. What do I really want? And how will I know when it's for me? The 6 is here, which tells me it's the lovers. It feels like, how do I know when it's for me? I think you're looking for signs, which could be rainbows or shoelaces. How do I know if this is really for me? You're trying to get the wisdom, right? We've got the 9 cups. I want to talk to you. What are your intentions? And we have the Sun. The 7 of Cups and the Sun. So it's really overwhelming. It's the clarity part of it for you, Libra. I feel like the 3 of Swords is here, that in the past you've really had your heart smashed. And I feel for you, it's the risk of, do I do this or not? There is a new romantic cycle that's coming here, Libra, so you are going to have to make some type of a decision as it pertains to the heart space. I feel like it's really overwhelming for you because I feel like you want clarity, like you want to say, look, are you staying or not? It feels like it's an overwhelming desire to say to someone, can I get balance with you? I need balance in the situation. I need like balanced emotions. I need clarity from you. We've got 7 cups here too. The sun is here to it's the happiest card in the deck, but also it gives everything clarity here, right? The sun is bright and it gives clarity to everything here. So I feel that you really do want to get into a new romantic cycle, but because you're brokenhearted in the past, I feel like you were brokenhearted, right? 3 of Swords and then begin now. It feels like you had some healing time here in hermit mode. I feel like in the week ahead, it feels like you are very focused on the wisdom that you have learned. You're thinking about how can I go forward with this, get into a relationship and not get cut. The truth of the matter is that every sword has a double edge. And you are not guaranteed not to be hurt. And why don't we know if they're karmic, they feel like soulmate, they feel like deep connection? Because we're not supposed to, because we all need our lessons. Yeah. Sometimes those of us who've been here over and over, sometimes some of us do have that feeling. The feeling that's in our gut and we go with that. But if you've only been here once or twice, maybe you haven't mastered that yet. So I feel as though you want to open communication with someone in the week ahead. I think that's what your focus is going to be. You're looking for your 9 cups. I think that you have gotten a little bit of wisdom as it's pertaining to you being in hermit mode. We've got Virgo energy here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Leo. I think you're going to take a chance. Oh, that song was yesterday too. It was ABBA, take a chance, take a chance. Yeah. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. It's terrorizing me. It's coming up now, and I don't even like ABBA, but now I'm going to have to put it on my Spotify. All right. All right, so what's going on here? Well, in the past, it looks like, you were with a soulmate that really broke your heart, disappointed you. You're healing from that, I think, and you were scared to get into that relationship as well. You braved getting into this relationship, but I feel like somebody disappointed you in the past as it pertains to love, and that's why you are hesitating. I think you want to have a very honest conversation with this person because I don't think you're really good at taking hints, and I think that that's the part that terrorizes you in terms of getting into another relationship is that you're never really sure about how they feel if they don't say so, and you are the king or queen of swords, whether you're feminine or masculine. You're the one that requires all of the details up front. I want to make an educated decision about what's going on here, right? All right. Playing with the King of Swords and the Hermit. What did you learn in Hermit mode? Oh, you had an ego death, I feel. Beautiful. You have changed your mind. Good for you. It's hard. Regardless of whether you're a fixed sign or not, changing your mind is hard. It feels like there's been some transformation as you've spent time with yourself in the hermit mode. And y'all, when you go into hermit mode, you're not still texting your BFF. Like, you're just underground. You're by yourself, thinking things out, really being critical, right? Being critical about the self, not about other people. Really looking yourself over, splitting all the hairs. And I feel like either you've had an ego death or you have had a transformation in the way that you think. So you've changed your mind and now you have hope that there is going to be some sort of relationship. I feel like it all comes to this, right? It's time to begin now and take your first step. And I think your first step is going to be moving forward and making a conversation or reaching out to somebody here. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. I think it might be someone on your mind. For those of you that it's not, it could be that your 9 of Cups is here in the week ahead. Maybe you're so focused on it that you end up bumping into someone you make conversation with. You never know where your hallelujah is. Like, you never know. Could you bump into them at the fair, at the grocery store? I was taking a walk. Could I bump into them there? You just never know. Look at that. Justice. You never know. But then Justice shows up and says, yeah, I know, because I'll feel it. Yeah. Libra will know, because you must, to the ignoring of everything else in your life, you must have balance, no matter how you create that. And understand that for some people that can be toxic, and for other people that can be, liberating, right? Which is justice. That can be very liberating. So I feel as though you have decided that you are going to communicate with someone about happiness. Maybe you're going to ask someone out. But first, you feel like you're not healed enough. It feels like the Three of Swords is here. It's like, but am I healed yet? I still feel disappointed. I still feel brokenhearted. Like it's not gone away. And, the new romantic cycle is beginning here with the Seven of Cups. I feel like the Seven of Cups here now, that we qualify it with the Three of Swords. It's like I'm feeling still overwhelmed about this whole thing because I'm still feeling a little heartbroken. I think that you've gained a new clarity about the self here with the sun here. This is Leo energy, but I feel like you've really gained a lot of clarity about the self. You know that you wish to be in a relationship, that a new romantic cycle is beginning, but you're not sure. Are you ready? Because I feel like you want it to be. The Knight of Cups is traveling inward, right? Toward the reading, right? I feel like there has been some growth as it pertains to how you express your heart space. I feel like you're not doing it, like you're not jumping the gun. You're being very clear and slow with how you move. But I think in the end, I think that you are looking for somebody who is interested in romance. The new romantic cycle begins. Tell me what is coming up as the challenge in the week ahead, please, for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The Queen of Cups. It is all about your feelings. Can you be completely open with someone because your heart has been smashed? Can you fall into love? Can you give somebody that again? Do you really want to start that again? I think that, like I said, that Libra will make balance out of anything. I don't care if I got to cut you out and you out and you out. I'll just take these ones because they balance. You know what I mean? Like it sometimes can be that. So I feel like you require justice. You need justice in love, but your heart's been broken. I feel like you're going to have communication with someone, possibly someone that you have already had an ending with, someone that you had been in a long-term relationship with, someone you may have thought is, has closed the door on this whole thing. It feels like it was, it came to an end, like a successful end. I don't think there was a whole lot of drama going out of it, but I do feel that you felt that somebody deceived you, or that it didn't look exactly like you thought that it was going to turn out, or maybe they said one thing and acted a different way. But I feel like there is a relationship that hurt you really badly. And so I think that as you're focusing on the new romantic cycle, it's hard not to think about this long-term relationship that really hurt you. I feel as though you have a lot of questions still about this ending. And I think that the Ace of Swords tells me that you need to speak to someone in order to help yourself. A specific someone. Yeah. It could be Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, or Leo. Tell me about the new romantic cycle. I feel like you're going to have a lot of options and opportunities in love here. The Seven of Cups here, which says it's overwhelming, but understand the Knight of Cups is here. It's overwhelming romance. It's like you're a hit, and people they love your energy and they want to be around you. They see you as a candidate for a long-term relationship here. It feels like you're going to be seen by a lot of people that maybe you haven't been seen by before. Because Leo is all about being on the stage. I'm out here, put the spotlight on me, I don't mind, right? And usually Leos are quite extravagant in the way they dress and the way they make their appearance. They're usually quite attractive or take really good care of themselves. Of course, it always depends on the moon and the rising. But the new romantic cycle begins. Tell me about that. Oh, what? Okay, so you got it all coming at you here. Yeah, it's all the feelings. You are about to take charge and offer somebody something. Now, the Emperor is facing into the reading. So for some of you, the Emperor is coming in to offer it to you. But whatever it is, if it's an Aries or not, or a Sagittarius, I feel like somebody's taking charge of the situation, whether it's you or them. Yeah, someone is taking a step forward here. They could be Aries. They could be all of the kings. But there is somebody here who is taking advantage of the situation as it is, and I feel like all energies are telling you that it's time to start something brand new, and I think you might be taking charge on that. The universe is saying it's the moment of alchemy, right? Everything's perfect in this time. It's destiny, and it's time for you to feel better than the Seven of Cups. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave that here. We've got the King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Why? Because of the Knave of Cups. Okay. So it feels like there is going to be some sort of communication, like you've got a spark with somebody here that you're going to speak with. They could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Libra, for watching. I do appreciate you. I am out. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for waiting for me here. I appreciate you waiting. Thank you. So yeah, let's get at it. Let's get right at it, Aquarius. So we are using the Sacred Traveler. This deck is for what are you trying to leave in the past? Let's talk about that. If you are interested in that private read, please know I have a sale on until the 31st. Look in the description. All right, here we go. What are you trying to leave in the past, Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Welcome to the Cross Watcher. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is Aquarius trying to live in the past? Trying to leave in the past, sorry. What's Aquarius trying to leave in the past? Why am I shuffling for so long? What's going on? Going on? Oh, windows are open. You're going to hear some road noise. Okay. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. So what are you leaving in the past? I think what you're leaving in the past, I think you're on your own road. You're about to embark on some sort of adventure or a journey. What you're leaving in the past is fellow travelers. You could be leaving a place, moving somewhere else that is going to be away from your support system. It says though support is all around you. So I think if you're the person who's worrying about moving on or moving forward, maybe you're moving state to state or to another town or across the world, I feel you're leaving behind your fellow travelers, people that you've been on a path with for a very long while. But I want you to know that if you are the person moving forward or moving to another country or making a big change like that, that you're supposed to know that support is going to be all around you. You're taken care of here. You're being protected. You're always going to have signs and symbols. There's a rainbow. You're always going to have signs and symbols. There's always going to be obstacles. We've got mountains in the background, but understand that they are, they're mountains. You can climb them. It takes a while. It's an arduous journey, but they can be conquered. I feel like you're leaving behind some people, fellow travelers, could be family, friends, people that have been on your path up to here. Y'all, we all get to the place where we realize that we can't take them with us. And it's the saddest day, week, month, year, 10 years ever. I still struggle with it. But when you know, you know. When it's time to go, you know. You are headed for fun. I like how there is a peacock here. We've got flamingos. Oh, there's a peacock here as well. Cool. So card number 2. I feel like you're going with your gut. Card number 2 for me as a primary tarot reader is somebody who is the High Priestess. So what I want to say is what is being concealed or quiet or something that maybe you feel but don't see it with your eyes and you don't know, is that there's a lot of fun coming up. Pink could be significant for you. Maybe you will see a flamingo, like a picture of one, or a peacock. So this is, what is your focus for the week ahead, right? Your focus is fun. I like it. Oh, on opportunities. Having fun opportunities coming towards you here. I like it. So for some of you, that fun opportunity is, hey, do you want to go to the cabin? Hey, let's just go to the next state and rent a hotel room. And let's just do like manis and petties and eat snacks and watch TV. Like, it feels like some sort of an opportunity is coming. There's a key to something. And it's the key to fun, it feels like. So maybe it's a car, or maybe you've rented a car or a party bus or whatever it is. It feels like that you have a key to fun. So I feel like if you're leaving behind your fellow travelers, it feels like you are someone who doesn't go to the party but brings the party, is the party. It feels like there are going to be some opportunities coming up for you. So if you are the person who's moving across the world, across the state, across your country, I feel like you are someone who is taking this opportunity already. So I think this is going to be your focus in the week ahead, but I want to tell you to focus on the fun, okay? Focus on the fun. Focus on whomever is going to be there to help you, to push you along. Tell me about the future, please. Yeah, you might get it, like maybe these could be you've bought a house and you're getting the keys, or you got a new apartment and you're getting the keys, or maybe you bought a new car, or maybe you're renting a car to do the travel. But there's an opportunity here to have some fun in doing that. We have a new romantic cycle begins. Okay. Who got that? That was Libra got that. So if you have something to do with Libra, you might want to watch that. Bottom of the deck, we have enlightenment. Stars and divine guidance. On a journey, there it is. You are on a journey here, my friend. I think that wherever you're moving to, it feels like wherever you're about to move to, the opportunity, I feel it's a divine journey that you're on. That you've had some sort of an enlightenment that's telling you that it's time to go, to leave the fellow travelers behind. They're going to be fine, and so will you. The lotus flower is about enlightenment, and the lotus flower, the cool thing about that is that it grows only in the mud, right? I want to say that you had a hard time back there, and you've been through some healing. Yeah, you've been on a healing journey, I think. You've got healing. Yeah. In the labyrinth, walking around the labyrinth trying to find some healing. I think you've been on a healing journey, my friend. All right, fellow travelers, hey? Let's look at the week ahead. The focus is fun and opportunity. I like it. A fun opportunity is coming to you. Instead of getting in a plane and going to the destination where you may buy a new place to live or rent a new place to live, it might be that someone hands you the keys and says, look, let's drive it cross country. Let's do it together. And a new romantic cycle begins. We have the 9 of Wands, so you're terrified. Yeah, leaving everything behind and moving forward is terrifying, absolutely. And the thing is, too, is you are very brave. You are very brave to do this. I think you're trying to look at it from the point of view of your gut. And your gut says, go and have some fun. King of Pentacles, the opportunity is maybe a job. Maybe some of you are leaving where you are to go get a better job. Maybe you've landed a great job somewhere else in the country, or another one. We have a new romantic cycle begins, and it gives us the 10 of Swords. So it feels as though something has ended. For some of you, it could be a job. For some of you, if this is romantic for you, it's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn probably. But it feels as though that the key opportunity, or the opportunity that's coming, has something to do with your Pentacles or your 3D life. So you might be moving somewhere to get a better job, to get better pay, get closer to your workplace. Maybe you work remotely, but you need to be closer. It's going to bring in better money. You're going to be getting a lot of financial opportunity coming up in the week ahead. I think that I want to say that the 9 of Wands and the fun card are giving me a nervous laugh. Like, I'm like, ha, 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 yeah, it's going to be great, right? Yeah, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. And I love it for you, because it feels like you're truly going on an adventure here. but you're a little bit terrified. I think that you're carrying a lot of burdens. And what I want to say is it feels as though those burdens are going to drop away once you start moving. Whether you're moving to another place or another timeline, or you've made a decision to move differently as it pertains to how you are taking things on in the Nine of Wands. Nine of Pentacles is here. So I feel like you're confident, but yet scared. And that's everybody in the whole world, right? Everybody is like, I know I can do this, but now I just got to get out from behind the 9 wands. Realize that I can put these burdens down here. I don't have to take them with me to the new opportunity. The 9 of Pentacles tells me that you are confident. You make your own money. You are someone who maybe has a business or is just really good at balancing whatever funds you have alone, but really this is about personal power. It's about knowing who you are and having a firm foundation and being really confident as you move forward. We have the Strength card in the reverse, and we have the Hermit card. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So there is something that's about to change pretty quickly for you in your 3D life. It's something that you've been waiting for a really long time. It may come by messenger, like it's the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is the one who's fighting for truth and honesty. And the thing is, though, that the Knight of Swords is really moving super fast in order to hit the finish line, and sometimes can be a little scattered. The Knight of Pentacles, though, I'm saying is moving really slowly. So I want to say that once you get to your destination, it feels like there is going to be some sort of a chariot there for you. Like I feel like you're going to get like a welcoming crew, or it's a victory. It works out really well. And then we've got the Page of Pentacles, which is I'm beginning again. So 9 of Swords, you're worried about it. Yeah, I get it for sure. For sure. All right. Let's clarify just a little bit for you. Aquarius, what a great reading, actually. It's quite positive, right? You've been kind of stuck for a little while. And this seems really hopeful. It does. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, we've got the Strength in reverse, and we have the Hermit energy. So I want to say that for some of you, you're the person you're opening a new romantic cycle here, that you could be dealing with Libra, or you could be dealing with Virgo. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, and Leo. When strength is in the reverse for me, it's about inner strength. It's trying to find the strength to keep moving. And although you're confident, I think you're pretty scared. This whole thing is a fun adventure, though, is what I want to say. You're excited about it, but still have some pentacle type concerns. I think you probably are moving to either be with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you're moving towards a job or making more money. And I think that the inner strength is what you need in order to accept the opportunity. We have the 10 of Swords and the Hermit. It tells me that a new romantic cycle begins, but it feels as though you need to spend time alone to figure out whether that's what you want or not, because the Hermit energy is about wisdom. It's not about making quick decisions. It's about really making slow, methodical moves, moving slowly towards a decision or towards your wisdom. We have the 10 of Swords here, and it feels like you did experience some sort of a betrayal or a really hard ending to something. It could have been with a job, or it could have been with a person. The new romantic cycle begins. We'll clarify that a little bit and find out what all of that means. All right, let's take a look at it here. 9 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. So we are at the end of some cycles here. That's what makes me think that you might be going to see a person, because we're almost at the 10 of Pentacles, right? You might be moving to be with someone, or wanting to move to be with someone. Someone that you've been speaking with, probably either primarily in text, or it might be a long distance relationship. It feels like with the 8 of Wands that there is communication here about what's about to go down. This is going to move faster than you want it to move. It's going to scare you. It's going to move pretty quickly here. I think you think it's going to move slower, but it's not. Once you make the decision to do this, you're off. Like, it's probably only a couple of weeks from then that you're really planning this. It's probably once you make the decision to go, you go almost right away. Yeah, we've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse, which tells me that somebody is trying to let go of the stuff that I've been carrying around. I've been, hurt by people, and it feels like, the 10 Wands to me is like it's been going through a lot of things in my life. The wounded warrior is present. So we have the 9, and we have someone who is almost resisting dropping their burdens here. I think that you will, but it feels like right now, it feels like if you are the one that's moving, that is the burden you're trying to drop. It's taking a lot of inner strength for you to do this, because I feel, thrive in stability or dependability. You don't like when things are moving too quickly. All right, got the Death card. Again, we have the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So a new romantic cycle begins, right? You could be dealing with a Libra or a Virgo. We now have Scorpio here as well. There is something that's transforming, and I feel as though it is the way you're going to be approaching love. I feel like you decided, instead of making a quick decision, that it will be slow and methodical. You'll move at it slowly. You'll wait for opportunities to come to you. The King of Pentacles is the one who has the Midas touch. I don't have to do anything. Everything I touch turns to gold. And I've seen this happen. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I've seen this with a friend's boyfriend. This person is a Virgo, and people would literally drive into his yard and say, "That's a great boulder. I'll give you $200 for it." Like, he literally didn't have to do anything to call that in, because he is the King of Pentacles. Yeah. So I feel like there is a change of mind, I want to say here, with the Death card and the Hermit. I feel like the Hermit card or the Death card tells me that you're coming out of hermit mode in order to respond to something that is 8 of Cups related. It might be someone texting you. It might be someone calling you. Someone that you might have maybe some unfinished business with. You haven't yet dropped those burdens. I want to say that whatever's here, go ahead and get stable, get the stability you need from it, and then turn it inward for yourself and get some inner strength to do that, because I really believe that there's something nice here for you. Like, once you get out of your head, I feel like you're in your head because you've been hurt in love before, but I really do feel that once you come out of hermit mode and once you're no longer feeling deceived, I feel like there's some beautiful love waiting here for you. This I think it's gonna, the Death card is here to change your mind, change the way you feel, because the Hermit is Virgo. We're going over all the details. Somebody is deciding that it's time to move forward. I need to give someone else my heart. What's the challenge in the week ahead, please, for Aquarius? Challenge in the week ahead, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Ooh, the 8 of Cups. Interesting. Can you reattach yourself to love? I think that you want to. The 8 of Cups tells me that you're withdrawn as it pertains to the heart space right now, because you've got so much on your plate, right? 10 of Wands is in the reverse. You've got so much on your plate. You're keeping it all organized, 9 of Pentacles, but I feel that you're really digging deep with the inner strength here. Feeling like you can't do it, feeling like you're never going to slay the beast or calm it down at least. But I feel like the 8 of Cups for the challenge in the week ahead is staying connected emotionally and not slipping into swords. Not slipping into this idea of everything comes to an end. I'm always going to get screwed in the end. It feels like the 10 of Swords is like coming to the end of doubt. Yeah. So the 9 of Cups is here. I think the place that you move to, if you are the person that's moving, I think that the 9 of Cups is here. And it feels like with the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Wands that somebody is really stuck in their energy. I'm just standing on the point point is, I'm still heartbroken. Although I want the 9 of Cups, I'm still heartbroken. And that accounts for the 10 of Swords, doesn't it? It feels like somebody deceived you or hurt you. I feel like you're going to heal from that because the Death card is here to transform all of this energy. I think you are going to heal from that, but I think in the week ahead, the challenge is going to be not detaching from people emotionally because you have so much on the go. Yeah. Tell me about the 8 of Wands. You know, I think that you are going to see somebody at the other end of wherever you're traveling to. And it feels like this person is someone who wants a commitment. So either you want a commitment from them or them from you, whoever the Empress is, Libra and Taurus, but also all of the queens. The Hierophant, I feel like the Empress wants a commitment, but isn't sure if they're going to get it. I think you're going to get communication about that. Yep, in the week ahead. And it is, understand, going to come at a time when you're like sort of at the edge of your seat. Like, I feel like you're really busy. 9 Pentacles and 9 Wands tells me that you're incredibly busy with what you're doing. And so this communication is not going to come at an opportune time. It's going to come when you've got your hands full of moving boxes, or you're just trying to sleep because you're exhausted, or take a nap. It's going to come at an inopportune time, the time that you're not expecting it. 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands, what the ships that are coming in is some sort of stability in a relationship. Hey, the Queen of Pentacles is here. We've got the King, just saying. I feel like wherever you're going, yeah, it's a new beginning here. We've got the Strength card and the Fool. So having the courage to have this new beginning, I feel like the person that you are meeting is your soulmate. If you're moving to another place to be with someone, I feel like that person is a soulmate, and that's probably why you're doing it. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.